Hello, everybody. So today I wanted to share with you an update from Mozilla. They have decided that they are no longer going to support the 32-bit version of Firefox for Linux. So I wanted to share this article with you, and also we could discuss it. And then my next video, I'm going to show you what you can still use to browse the web in 2025 and soon to be 2026 if you're still using a 32-bit version of Linux. So let's go over now, and I'm going to share all that information with you. So as you can see, Mozilla is going to end Firefox support for 32-bit Linux systems by 2026. Mozilla's announcement to discontinue Firefox support for 32-bit Linux systems in 2026 marks another significant milestone in the ongoing phase-out of i386 architecture support across the Linux ecosystem. Because as some of you may know, Debian has already discontinued the 386 support, and even Google Chrome has discontinued 386 support. So this is just one more company that's going to discontinue the support for the 386. Now, this decision reflects a broader industry trend where major distributions have already moved away from 32-bit support, leaving users of older hardware with increasingly limited options. So Mozilla will discontinue Firefox support for 32-bit Linux systems after the release of Firefox 144, which is scheduled to be released on October 14th of 2025. And then starting with Firefox 145, which is expected on November 11th of 2025, it will be the first version without the 32-bit Linux builds. Now, I speculate that it's the same argument that they made when they build the Linux kernel, where they can cut out a lot of code if they stop supporting the 32-bit architecture and only support the 64-bit architecture. So that may be the reason that they're going this route. But the company cited maintenance difficulties and reliability issues as the primary reasons for this decision, noting that supporting 32-bit builds has become correspondingly difficult and unreliable. Now, for users who cannot immediately transition, Mozilla will continue providing Firefox ESR, or Extended Service Release 140, with security updates for 32-bit Linux systems until at least September of 2026. And this extended support release offers a temporary bridge for those still dependent on the 32-bit systems. Now, most major Linux distributions have already discontinued 32-bit support. Ubuntu and Fedora no longer provide 32-bit support, according to Mozilla's announcement. And Debian 13 has also discontinued support for 32-bit systems, representing a significant shift for one of the most widely used base distributions in the Linux ecosystem. Mozilla's decision comes nearly a decade after Google discontinued Chrome support for the 386 systems in March of 2016, which is highlighting how Firefox has been among the last major applications maintaining the 32-bit Linux compatibility. So as you can see, Firefox 144 will be the last regular release to support 32-bit Linux systems with Firefox ESR, or Extended Service Release 140, providing security updates until September of 2026. Now, despite the general trend away from 32-bit support, several distributions continue to maintain 386 builds. Debian still ships the 386 builds, but they are going to be discontinuing it, though these are now community maintained rather than first-class supported architectures. And Slackware continues to support 32-bit systems as part of its commitment to supporting older hardware. And several smaller, specialized distributions intentionally maintain 32-bit support for legacy hardware, including Anti-X, Devuan, Puppy Linux, and Bodhi Legacy. and these distributions specifically target older systems and users who need to extend the life of aging hardware. Now, for users needing to check if their system is 32-bit or 64-bit on Linux, various command line tools can help determine the current architecture. Now, the phase out of i386 support reflects the reality that modern CPUs have been exclusively 64-bit for nearly 2 decades. And if you didn't know, the Pentium 4 and the Pentium D were the last chips from Intel that were only 32-bit. They did not support 64-bit applications or 64-bit OSs. Now, if you had the Athlon 64 or the Intel Core 2 Duo, those were the first processors that did support 64-bit. So hopefully you have one of those and you can move over to the 64-bit Linux distros and Firefox and Chrome and all of those different web browsers. Now, however, this transition creates challenges for users running older hardware who may not have the resources to upgrade to 64-bit systems. This trend toward ending 32-bit support is part of Mozilla's broader resource optimization strategy during challenging financial times. The company has been focusing on streamlining operations and redirecting resources to areas with greater strategic importance, making the maintenance of legacy architecture support increasingly difficult to justify. So, as a user of 32-bit Linux with a 32-bit Firefox browser, what should you do? Well, assess the current hardware capabilities of your machine and determine if 64-bit migration is possible. You can also plan for hardware upgrades before the September 2026 Firefox ESR 140 support deadline. And you can also consider alternative browsers or lightweight distributions for older 32-bit systems. And then you can even evaluate specialized 32-bit distributions like Anti-X or Puppy Linux for legacy hardware. Now, organizations that are still dependent on 32-bit systems should begin migration planning immediately, as the September 2026 cutoff for Firefox ESR 140 represents a hard deadline for maintaining browser security updates. And the end of widespread 32-bit support marks the closing of an era in Linux computing. As the ecosystem continues to evolve towards more modern architectures and hardware capabilities, Mozilla strongly recommends that affected users migrate to 64-bit operating systems and install the 64-bit version of Firefox to maintain current security updates and feature support. Now, for those unable to upgrade hardware, the remaining time before the 2026 deadline provides an opportunity to explore alternative solutions, including the lightweight browsers designed for older systems or specialized Linux distributions that maintain long term 32-bit compatibility. So, you want to keep monitoring Mozilla's official announcements and your distribution's release notes for the latest information about 32-bit support timelines and migration resources. Now, here is the official announcement from Mozilla where they said that they were going to stop supporting 32-bit Linux. So, as you can see, for many years, Mozilla has continued to provide Firefox for 32-bit Linux systems long after most other browsers and operating systems ended the support. We have made this choice because we care deeply about keeping Firefox available to as many people as possible, helping our users extend the life of their hardware and reduce unnecessary obsolescence. Today, however, 32-bit Linux on x86 is no longer widely supported by the vast majority of Linux distributions, and maintaining Firefox on this platform has become increasingly difficult and unreliable. And to focus our efforts on delivering the best and most modern Firefox, we are ending support for 32-bit x86 Linux with the release of Firefox 144. Or to rephrase, Firefox 145 will not have 32-bit Linux support. And if you are currently using Firefox on a 32-bit x86 Linux system, we strongly encourage you to move to a 64-bit operating system and install the 64-bit version of Firefox, which will continue to be supported and updated. Now, for users who cannot transition immediately, Firefox ESR 140 will remain available, including 32-bit builds, and will continue to receive security updates until at least September of 2026. Now, as this may be disappointing for some of you who may be using a 32-bit Linux distro and a 32-bit version of Firefox for your Linux distro, it's going to be very sad to see that go, but there are still other web browsers that are out there that you can use. So I wanted to go through some of those with you in the next video that I put up so that I can share that with you in case you're still using the 32-bit version of Linux. That way you can keep browsing the web past 2026 into 2027 and hopefully beyond. So I'm going to put that video up very shortly. So be on the lookout for it because I wanted to share some of those other web browsers that will still be compatible with your 32-bit Linux distro. But for the time being, just know that after 2026, Firefox will not have a browser that will support the 32-bit Linux distros. So I hope that was interesting and also helpful to know that Mozilla is going to be stopping Firefox support entirely for the 32-bit Linux in 2026. So if you want to be able to keep using your Firefox browser and stay secure, you need to install that Firefox ESR 140, and they'll get support and updates until at least September of 2026. If you do have any questions about this, or maybe you just like me to go into more depth about it, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will do my best to get back to you. And if there's a video, topic, article, anything you'd like me to make a video on, please let me know that down below in the comments as well, and I will do my best to create that video for you. And if you found this helpful and you'd like to support this channel, I left a link in the video description where you can buy me a cup of coffee if you'd like to. And as always, because you all do such a great job, if you can, hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep putting up more great content like, did you know that Mozilla is going to be ending 32-bit Firefox support for all Linux distros in September of 2026? And I'll be more than happy to keep putting up all this great content for you all. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. Take care. God bless, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.